What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing out there? I literally just made it in. So I did not think I was actually going to be able to do the show tonight because I was stuck in Atlanta traffic. But hey, I made it. I'm running a little bit late. Let me bring my
Yeah.
co-host in. It might just be us tonight. What's going on, McMatt? Can you hear
What's
me?
going on, Black? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, baby. So I had gone live, just so you know. And I had said that I wasn't going to be able to show because I was stuck in Atlanta traffic. It was an absolute nightmare. So we're going to give a good 5 minutes. We're starting late tonight anyway. And hopefully we'll get some of the fam to come in and join us. If not, you and I will do what we always do. So we'll do our little thing before and keep this thing rolling. So I do apologize. I see some of the fam is starting to pop in. There are the posters. That's Miss Hannah. What's going on, sweetheart?
Hey, hey.
Hey.
How you doing, sweetie?
One
How are you
second.
doing?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear you.
ma'am. How you doing
Okay.
tonight? I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm gonna go out and come right back in.
All
Okay.
right, that's
All
fine.
right.
We're waiting a little while, so we're gonna see if Mr. Kenny pops in. We're gonna see if Sis joins us. If not, we're gonna get this thing popping. So bear with us if you're just joining. I am running late behind because I was stuck in Atlanta traffic, just so you know. So we're gonna see what this thing can do. I'm going to actually text Mr. Kenny. Give me just a second. So bear with me. We're a little off kilter today, but fuck it. This is how we do it.
I know that's right. It's just a couple of minutes. That's all.
It's just a few minutes, y'all. So bear with us. Bear with us. And we'll get this thing started here in a second. Uh and we Hannah and Bert is coming back in.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that I can reach out to Mr. Kenny and make it do what it do out in this junk. So how's everybody doing out there? First of all, because I just came out of Atlanta traffic, so it was a fucking nightmare.
We good.
Long.
We here.
All right. All right. That's my brother from another mother popping in this joint. That's what I was looking for. So nothing wasn't working right. Brother Kenny, what's going on, partner?
What's up, family? Happy Saturday.
Happy
Yes, sir.
Saturday.
Yes, sir. Super fan is in the house, Miss Toria. That means we ready to go. Miss Toria said, "You made it here. I'm all with you. Malibu music. That's what I'm talking about." Look, after getting out that Atlanta traffic, I got to have me a drink tonight. What the fuck is this I'm drinking? A pineapple margarita. It's gonna get me started, but tonight is gonna be a drinking night. Absolutely. So look, we're gonna get this thing cracking, have a little fun. If this is your first time joining Real Talk for Real Men on Saturday, we keep it light. We're gonna have a little fun, and we're gonna be off next week. So we're going to be dealing with the holiday season. So I may pop in here or there to say, hey, and what's up? But we're gonna take our mental breaks. We're gonna enjoy our family. Even if you ain't got no family coming in time, I'm gonna put my motherfucking feet up. I'm gonna do me, next week. So, it's gonna be turkey weeks. With that said, I hope everybody enjoys the holiday season. This can be a very stressful time, as we well know, which brings me to what we're talking about tonight. As family coming in, one of the reasons that I am late is because guess what? I was actually visiting family in Fayetteville, and that's took me about an hour and 10 minutes to get home. So I have a sister-in-law here in Atlanta, and her family came in town. So I was out there visiting. She had bought me a coconut pineapple cake. I got me some turkey and rice and everything, and some food with some turnip greens. your boy, fuck with your boy. Your boy gonna be doing this thing tonight. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
that's right.
So I had to go see fam, because that's the closest thing I got to family here.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the topic we're talking about. So we're gonna keep it light, but we're gonna keep it real. Holiday guest etiquette. Because it's around this time of year that either you're going to visit family or somebody's coming to visit you. Even if it's the day of, you know how it is. The postings, I know you throwing down cooking, so you're gonna have people coming to visit, and then you might go out to visit if family is close to town. So we're gonna talk about some simple things, 8 thoughtful tips on how to be a good guest in terms of visiting family and people. Before I even get started, I want to go around this room. What is your number one thing that irks you about a guest in general? Just in general, when somebody is a guest in your home, what's the thing that just irks you when somebody being a guest? And that's going to explain how this show was born.
My number one thing would be someone questioning me in my own house. If you don't pay a bill in here, you are not allowed to speak about anything in here.
Okay.
Unless it pertains to like your safety or something.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody coming through and eating up at all the shit.
Yeah. Oh,
I hate that.
that's definitely high on the list.
Yeah, like leave something, like don't come through here and then all of a sudden you got a swarm of locusts. Like there's other people up in here too. Calm down.
Ain't nothing like a greedy ass person coming to visit.
And they
Especially if
kids.
it's Lord, you don't know
Control
how much
kids.
you hitting on
You already know you'd hit his nerve. I already know. You know, goddamn
Control
black.
your crime matches.
you hit the nerve. What is it for you, Kenny? What's the number one thing that just irks you as far as somebody being, and it don't have to be holiday, it could just be somebody coming to visit in general.
Yeah. Going in your refrigerator without asking.
Ooh, Lord, that's a good one.
Boy.
That's something that I never do. I was taught not to do that. You know how your mom used to say, don't go in here and touch nothing. Don't you ask for nothing unless it's offered. That's how I feel when I visit someone's house and when they come to mine. Don't just go in my refrigerator without asking.
That's old school. You went old school, Kenny. You went old school. That you got that warning before you went there. When you get in here, don't ask for shit. Don't touch shit. Don't, that's old school. You ain't getting shit. That's
You
old
better not
school.
embarrass me, boy. If you embarrass mom, ass getting
Yes,
whooped.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tasha, what is your number one thing that irks you about a guest?
Just guess in general. No, I'm just kidding.
They
I'm just
breathing.
kidding.
They breathing in my house. They taking up my oxygen.
When they're too comfortable in your house, that they start acting like it's their house. They get too comfortable. The line gets blurred. So.
Oh God.
I know, right?
This is what makes me and Tasha best friends, and this is going to tell you how the show was born. And we're going to lighten it up, but I got to tell you how the show was born. Miss Toria said they try to come in my kitchen and give me their so-called suggestion on cooking. Do not come in my kitchen with that fucking shit.
Yeah.
I was cooking before you was born. I just said it all out, Miss Toria.
Right.
I love that you kept it classy, but that's got to be a no. Don't no woman want nobody coming in their kitchen telling them how. That's why they say you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying.
Woo!
And especially if
That's
it's
my
a
number
woman.
one.
I feel you. I would imagine that's a big one with you. Mine is what Tasha is. It's over familiarity. I think people sometimes forget you're a guest. And there is a certain behavior I expect you to carry as a guest. I recently had a guest in my home and it went way left. It went way, way left. All of the things that you could think of that went wrong, it went wrong. You're talking about somebody who came in, they wasn't appreciative. They never even thanked me for my hospitality of being there. they were not clean. The hygiene was horrific. You know, and anybody who knows me, I keep a clean house. You know, I'm angry that if in 2 days my house is smelling like feet, corns, ass, and in the back of somebody's neck. So I'm already pissed. You know, when I go in my bathroom, you know, when it looked like it's a stall in a fucking
Truck stop.
gas station, you know, I got a
Wow.
problem with that.
Mm.
You know, the whole kid thing. I already am not that fond of children. You know, that's putting it lightly.
You know, I'm gonna say it, but you want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Black F them kids.
Fuck them kids. And
That's pretty much black.
that's putting it nicely.
Yeah,
And what makes me
that's
say
very
that,
modern.
and that was reinforced because I can't stand a greedy ass begging kid, number one,
Ooh.
you know, and that really irks me. And just no home training just pisses me the fuck off because you have to sit there and you're waiting on the parent to make corrections, and that doesn't happen. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves of a game. Yes, if you bring children, you're responsible for your children. It should not be the responsibility of the householder to say, don't touch this.
Right.
You should be telling them before they enter that door, you're not fucking at home.
Right.
This is not your place. So there's a certain, sit your monkey ass down.
They don't respect their own damn home. That's why.
Hey, Black, I will correct a child quickly. I don't care if the parents there or not. I'm on your ass.
Brother Bert, I try my best to try to lean over as back as far as I can. What's going on, Dreamy? That's my niece in New York. I try to lean over backwards because I'm doing everything in my power to try to allow the parent to be the parent. I don't want to step in and be the parent, and so I don't want to be the bad guy, and so I can put that all under the umbrella of what Tasha said. Getting overly familiar, you know, where you coming in and you're a guest, you know, and damn, you know, you act like, you know, you paying bills here. And so anyway, we're going to get into some of these things, and a lot of them will be pertaining to specific holiday etiquette. That's why I addressed it that way. But of course, we're going to talk about it in the grander context of just in general. So the very first etiquette is bringing a gift. It says, if you're staying with a family member or friend, it's always nice to bring them a little gift. And so in this case, we're talking about family members coming in that's going to be staying with you for the holidays. But I'm also going to ask something in a second. Flowers or a bottle of wine are a classic win, but you can be creative. You know their personality well, you know. And so what do you guys think about this? Because do you think it's still necessary? Is this antiquated? Or do you feel like this is appropriate even if you're going over to a holiday dinner or you stay with somebody to bring a gift? What do you think?
I think you should. Especially if you're going to be staying. I'm not saying you got to give it a lavish gift, but if you're going to be staying with someone for especially a few days, eating their food, using up their electricity, their toiletries and everything, I just think it's inappropriate. Now, family, I don't really know because that's family. I mean, you going over there with family, but I do feel like, especially during holiday times, unless someone says don't bring anything, I do think it's appropriate because I know I went somewhere, I would bring something.
Okay. I love the point you made. And so I want to ask, do we drop that because it's family?
I was going to address that because I do think that it does matter who you're going to visit and if you take something with you. Okay. For me, like going to like my parents' house, like for like the holidays, please. I am the gift, okay? My presence is your gift, okay? And I don't ask for nothing else. But like if I was going like somewhere else, like to like a friend's giving, you know, how like a lot of group of friends do it. Absolutely, 100%. I do think a hostess gift is required. It is just, you know, it's just good manners. Also, do not take that gift back if it is not utilized with you there. That is so rude. It's a gift. Give it, leave it, it's fine. Unless they insist you take it back with you. And even then I would feel some type of way, but if, you know, just leave the gift. So
Tasha, repeat that, because we had a guest that took something back with them as if they didn't eat everything I put on the table.
That is so. That's so.
That's
That's more than
hey,
the man in the
that is
house.
that
That's
is tang.
And then
tacky.
left with a drop of their tequila. Like, is that deep?
I absolutely, Miss Toria. I just want to acknowledge that comment you said that when they bring the monsters to the house, check that ass. I got to do a better job at checking that ass, like
Yeah.
you and Bert, like you and Bert. Kitty, what do you think about bringing a gift?
I
You and
agree
Bert.
with I agree with both Hannah and Tasha. I think even if it's with family, that is a little different. But I think if it's family, I think you should definitely give your services to helping clean up or whatever it may be,
Thank you.
I
making
love
sure
that.
you're
Yeah.
making sure you cleaning up behind yourself, but also helping them keep it straight as well.
Yeah.
Me personally, that's what I do when I go to family, because I mean I just think that's what you should do. Tasha up there shaking her
I'm
head
not
like
doing it.
hell
You
Hell
shouldn't
no.
ask me to come over here anyway. I didn't want to come anyway. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna. I'm kidding. I'm
that's
kidding.
yeah, but that's what I do, and I do
That's
that
on the
even
list.
I do that with friends too. I help them with it if they
Believe it or
need.
not, that's
Yeah.
on the list, and we're gonna get into that deeper. What do you say, Mr. Bert, on the bring a gift?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. You know, if it's family, I'm not really worrying about it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's friends or anyone else, then of course, yeah, I'll bring something. And I'm damn sure if I'm coming through, you're gonna be the one to tell me if you don't need me to clean up and things like that. But I'm gonna jump in and help because you brought me over and
Yeah.
you cooking all that food. That's the least I can do.
That's right. I
Okay.
totally agree with that.
And we're gonna clean it up after that's coming up too. I want to speak on the gift thing and to me how important that is, because it's for me it's a sign of respect and appreciation. And for me it's even with family, you know. And it may not necessarily be in the form of a gift, but I want to contribute in some way, even if you offer.
Mhm.
See, let them tell you, no, I got everything. But even if it's kind of like one of my little tests when if I'm taking a woman out, so for example, and we get to we're going to see a movie. I like to let the woman get up to the thing first, or even if the check come, I want to see if she's even going to attempt to offer to pay, because it's telling me a little bit about the psyche that once you at least reach like you're going to pay for yourself, if it's not established, I got you the rest of the night, or if I buy the tickets, offer to buy some popcorn, bitch, you know, at
What?
least,
What?
because it's a sign of of appreciation. And so for me, if you come in as a guest, and I want to put two people on blast here in a good way, that couple sitting down in the bottom right, they came to Atlanta one time and came over to visit my apartment. And I said as plain as day, I don't need anything. They brought a gift anyway.
I can see
It
them
was
doing that
truly
too. I can
appreciated.
see them doing
But
that.
and I'm putting you guys on blast for this reason. It was in that moment, I swear on the souls of my two brothers, Al and Paul, I fell in love with you two. It was in that moment because it told me everything about your character. I swear to God, hand in God, it was in that moment. I had only known you guys through the
Mhm.
show at that point.
Mhm.
And y'all came over and I said, no, I got plenty of everything. But it told me a lot about who you were as people, that you didn't come in empty handed. And I'm bringing that up is because Tasha can speak to this. Tasha, in our day, when I lived in Memphis and we ever went to somebody's a night of partying with dominoes or cards or whatever, we never, ever, never, ever, never, ever walked in the door empty handed. Ever.
Yep.
Ever. Even if they had liquor, we walked in with a big ass bottle with juice, with ice. And you know what that does when you bring a gift? It gives you permission now to relax and get some shit that you want to get because
Yep.
you've contributed
Right. Yeah.
to the
Yep.
cause. And so for
Mhm.
me, even if it's family, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do you need me to get anything?
Mhm.
Oh, you need some more bread. I don't give a fuck if it's a soda. I'll run out and go get. I got that. because they're setting up. You might be running out of soda. It's
Ice,
small
ice,
things.
ice, or something. Yeah, let me go get
Anything.
some ice.
Ooh, yeah,
Ice is
ice.
always people.
Anything.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
It matters. It matters,
bags.
believe it or not.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Trash bags. Yep.
As you,
Something.
thank you.
Bring
Because
some
if you
trash
see that
bags.
this thank you. Hey, dude, you know, it might be something they didn't even ask for. You know, they run. I see they run out of paper plates, so they running low on ice. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some ice.
Right?
Yep.
It matters. It matters.
Yep.
You know. Let's get to number 2, fam. Let them know when you're arriving and leaving. How important is that? Let your host know what time you will arrive and what time you plan to leave. This gives them time on both ends to prepare for your coming and know when their hosting duties are finished. It's respectful and allows your host to make plans for the rest of their day. Now, this one is tweaking. This one is because I want to see what you guys think of this. But what do you think about letting somebody know when you arrive? How important is that?
Oh, that's very important.
Yeah.
I think the leaving, I don't think is as much as important as but arriving is, because sometimes the host or hostesses, they're not ready yet, and if you just pop up and without not letting them know you're coming, they probably could have been like, yo, wait a minute, we really wasn't ready. So I think it's very important to send a text, say, hey, just let me know what time to come, yada yada yada, or whatever. So yeah, I think it's very important to communicate with the host of the party when you're arriving, and then maybe when you're leaving too. But I think that's a little different in my opinion.
I love it.
I 100% agree. I'm not really big on leaving unless you plan on out wearing your welcome. That's a little different. But please do not just pop up. Now, people do surprises, especially during the holidays. That's different. If you want to surprise a family member, that's different. But please don't pop up here and don't let me know when you're coming. Because I would like to be prepared. I would like to have things a certain way. I mean, the house never going to be dirty, so that's not the point. But it's just certain things you want to do as a guest and a hostess that you want to be prepared for. You popping up, somebody might be not even home, and we don't even know what to do. You just at the front door, we seeing you on Ring. No, don't do that. And I'm talking to my family too. If you watching, don't bring your ass over here without letting us know.
I love it. That's real.
I know that's
shit.
right. I know that's right.
and
call, text.
Absolutely. And Bert, before I come to you, brother, how much is this important if somebody's coming to stay with you? So we're not talking about just somebody popping in for dinner. What if they're coming to stay a weekend? Family coming to stay a few days. How important is it to let the host know when you're arriving and when you're leaving? Does that matter?
Oh yeah, that matters, because I mean, whenever you're coming, so we can make everything comfortable for you, get the rooms together. Might have to do a little bit more shopping, might get some more food, some more drinks, or whatever the case might be. Now, you better tell my ass when you're leaving, because you know what I mean. Like, you want to get the hell. Like, I'm not.
You ain't gonna get.
You want to get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta definitely let me know when you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? But definitely when you're arriving, just give me the heads up, so that way I have everything in place for you.
Gotcha.
I try to be a gracious host.
Absolutely.
I'm the gracious.
Didn't I say try? I said try.
I'm the bed and breakfast.
I said try.
Get your shit and go.
I'm the one like, all right,
hey,
y'all.
that's a nice mix.
Right.
That's the appropriate mix. Tasha, how important is this?
I always need to know when you're gonna leave, even if it's for like a short visit. Always, I need to. I would say this: like, if I'm hosting like a dinner, for like holiday and everything, I'm gonna tell you it's going to be from this time to this time. Okay, like, and when that time comes, please leave. You have to go. Like, I'm letting you know ahead of time. Also, as far as the arrival, please be respectful of that, especially if someone is cooking. Let's say, and a lot of people like to do, like a fashionably late entrance. That's so rude, especially like when it's a dinner or if it's a lunch. That is so rude. Be respectful of that. Now, even more, if someone is going to be staying with you for a specific time, I need to know the day that you're coming, the time that you're arriving, and I have to know the end date. This is not an Airbnb. This is not a hotel. We will not leave the light on for you. And if you miss that time, you just can't stay. You have to be very clear, because again, it's not your place. Respect my shit. That's why Martin always said it. Respect my
He
place.
did.
That's
He did.
right.
He did. He
He
did.
did.
This one for me is big, and then knowing when you're leaving is more important than it coming from me. I've been invited to Thanksgiving dinner 2 places. I feel privileged. The
What happened?
Well, oh, I thought it was my.
No.
I thought it was mine too, because
Yeah,
mine
me
be
too.
shaky. I know my Wi-Fi be janky, so I was
Correct.
like,
Okay, there it
Okay.
is.
there you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
There you go.
I stopped talking. You want to? So I've been invited to.
Oh,
That ain't nothing but the devil. That's all that is.
Yeah,
That
man.
ain't nothing but the devil.
it's
I
hating.
don't know what's up with that.
We'll wait though.
We here.
Yeah.
We in here.
I'm
Okay.
letting it. I'm hopefully letting it do its thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, you
back.
back. You
So
back.
say real
And my
quick.
cable is saying it's stable, but these are the fucking StreamYard gods fucking with me. But okay, back to what I'm saying. What I was gonna say. Where I am, if I choose to go somewhere for the holiday, and for the record, this is really going to be dependent on my doctor's visit on Tuesday. I go to a specialist on Tuesday for my knee, my pain. I don't know what they're going to do. Tasha knows, I've literally been living in a lot of pain, so I don't. It's impacted my quality of life. So let's say if I decide to come wherever I'm to the postings, this is critical to say, hey, I am coming, to give them a heads up so that they can make appropriate plans. But even if it's my sister-in-law across the hour away, Eve, I am coming. I'll be there about 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just proper. It's the right thing to do, being respectful, so that she knows to expect me. And then, far as leaving, I always have a thing. If I'm visiting somebody and I'm not staying for real, you always want to leave before you're out where you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm visiting somebody, we just hanging out, unless we just tight like that, I don't want to be the last motherfucker sitting around when it's clear that the hosts are ready to go to bed,
Right.
or they start cleaning up and shit, and you still sitting there, not getting a signal. There is so before we even get to that point of, well, I guess it's getting late, get your ass up and leave.
Right.
You know what I'm
Tired
saying?
as hell.
Yeah,
You hear it,
yeah.
Jordan?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if they slaved over a hot dinner or whatever. It's common respect. But now if it's staying for a period of time, Tasha, you nailed it. It's crucial. It's not an Airbnb. So I'm going to share something with you guys. I just lost a friendship over this.
Oh, wow.
This very thing. I lost a friendship over asking a simple question. What is the plan? The person was staying with me, and my thing was, what is the plan? And that question, it was asking, so how long do you feel like you're going to be here?
Right.
And I needed to know that critical information, because I was going to go from being a single bachelor guy with no children, no wife, no pets, to 3 extra people in my home.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
So they make
Yes,
that hard.
damn. Yes, fuck damn, which means my water bill, my light bill, my food bill.
Yeah.
And I was okay to carry that, but
Your
let me know
comfortability.
so I know how to plan for that. And I thought was a simple question. So what's the plan? And you would have thought that I asked who killed JFK, because the answers I was getting was evasive and all this kind of stuff, and it was left up to the gods. I only have one God I serve. Now, whatever fucking gods you fuck with, if they can't give you an answer, then y'all all need to leave this motherfucker, which is what happened.
Wait.
Yeah.
I lost a friendship behind simply not being able to communicate as a guest how long you would be here.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane, and that's petty on that other person's part.
I'll say one thing. Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I feel like that if I ever had to stay with someone, because you never know. I never had to do it before, but you never know what life can bring. So I'll never. I would go in with a plan, being the person that I am.
Yes.
Because I never, even if I don't think it'll happen, at least have a plan. And I feel like some people get upset because they don't have a plan, instead of not expressing themselves and saying, I really don't have a plan, or asking for suggestions. The attitude comes when you can simply, it's okay not to have a plan. Everybody's not a planner. So ask for a suggestion of what you think is okay to plan.
You're right. But at least give me something. Okay. That face sitting up in the top. I lived with her for 7 months. Did I think when I moved in with her it was going to be 7 months? No. Now that's my best friend on this earth. Took me in at a time when I needed a place to stay. But I came in letting her know what the situation was. You know, Tasha, it's okay if I stay with you, you know, till I get on my feet. You know what I'm saying? And I contributed from night one in the sense that, you know, I was able to bring my furniture in, supply TV, you know what I'm saying? And I had my own toiletries and shit like that because I wasn't coming in expecting her to take care of a grown-ass man, you know, and I was working, and then even when I wasn't working. And as my circumstances changed, I kept her up to breast with that. You know, look, I'm trying to do this or that. So, you know, look, I'm trying to move to Atlanta. Tasha, am I lying?
Nope, you're not lying.
And in fact, there was one situation where I was going to be moving and shit went left and I was in New York. I had to call her and humbly say, it fell through. Is it okay if I stay a little while longer? Tasha, is that not accurate?
That is accurate.
So you're right, Hannah. But tell me something. Give me something so that I can know. Because as the host, at least she knew that there was going to come an end date. He's not trying to stay with me in perpetuity. He's trying to get on his feet so he can leave. So even if she went in her room and thought, I can't wait till this fat motherfucker leave, but he is leaving.
What?
He is. I know he is leaving. Please, Lord, please, Lord God, baby Jesus, help me get this fat fuck out of here. Whatever she thought.
That's your friend, Tosh.
But she knew. I'm making light of it, but she knew it wasn't going to be permanent. You know, and so it's something that you have to give the person something. Victoria says, if they were offended by that question, woo, you are not my friend anyway. If they were your friend, they know how you are, period. Miss Toria, you nailed it, because that is how I'm able to carry this, is that I had to realize the friendship was not built on a solid foundation. And that's disappointing. But did I lose any sleep? No. And I'm more sad for the person, but for me, it's just opened my eyes that I misjudged. I thought the friendship was built upon something stronger, and it wasn't built from the right shit. And that's just the plain truth.
Like, did you know this person for a number of years?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You know, yes, I did. This is somebody I would have left in my home and went on a trip.
Oh,
that's how much I thought I trusted the person.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, and they couldn't think of a plan.
This was eye-opening to me. Just all of those things, being a bad guest, being not clean enough. It was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. And so my thing was, what's the plan here? Because we can't continue to live with this level of chaos, because my life is structured around order.
Right.
My home also happens to be my workplace.
Mm.
This very desk I'm sitting at is my workplace every day. So if this is going to work, tell me what your plan is so that I can give some suggestions how we can make this work for you and for me. And I could not get an answer. And because I asked the question, I was thrown away and unfriended and some more shit.
Damn.
I will say this too, just because like I know the situation as an adult with children, there is like a higher level of accountability that I place on you, especially when you have children that still live in the house with you. Like you can't, I'm sorry, there isn't just a time where you can just say, well, I don't know. It's it's in the God's hands. No. You have extra bodies and people that you have to be responsible for that now you're trying to lay on me that I have no claim to. No. That's unacceptable.
And that even came up in the conversation that when I was living with somebody else, it's just me. When I eat,
Right.
my whole family's full, but there are two little mouths here that we can't leave to the gods and to chance. What's the plan here? So that's how this subject came up, just so y'all know.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it is what it is. Number 4, ask about the rules. Each home is different. Where should your shoes go? Can the dog be let outside? Do they have any house rules that you should know about? It's always smart to ask before you get yourself into an embarrassing situation. How important is this to know the rules of the house? Brittany says, Toria, can you fill me in on the topic? Sorry, I'm late. Brittany, we're talking about holiday guest etiquette, some things that we need to look out for if you're hosting, for guests, or if you are the person being a guest during holiday times where, family come to visit and they might even be staying with you. For Thanksgiving Day, what a lot of times people do, they say, I'm going over to grandmama's house to get me some food. I'm going over to my sister's to eat. So we're just talking about some rules as a guest. Number 4 is asking about the rules because every home is different. How vital is this, you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
But my mouth, I'm going to tell you the rules ahead of time. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off before you step in. And if you're going to someone's house and that's one of the rules, don't get offended. Wash your feet or put on some socks.
You ain't never
Don't
lied.
be offended though, because that's how they want their house to be run. Also, I have dogs. I know everyone isn't a dog person. So most of the time, I'm not even going to ask to bring my dogs with me. They just going to have to stay at home, okay? Even like, I would even say this even with kids. Can I bring my kids? Because not every event, not every house is child friendly. Is there drinking at your house? Can I smoke in your house? All of that.
Preach.
Tasha, you dropping the mic on all of the things that's so vital, important, and people don't think about all the time.
Right.
Anybody else? Go ahead.
I agree 100%, especially with the shoes, because we don't have shoes in our house. It's something right by the door. When you walk in, you can comfortably put them there. We had an event here, and a close friend of mine who I knew for over 20 years had the audacity to ask me, oh, y'all have hardwood floors, so why can't we wear shoes? There's no carpet down here. I don't give a shit if it's carpet or not. If I say no shoes in my home, I don't want shoes in my home. If I don't wear shoes besides slippers that's inside my house, I don't want your outside dirt tracking through our floor. So I feel like it's a respect thing. Like, I don't think people appreciate the rules of someone's house. Like, first of all, my family will do this too. Don't touch my thermostat. If my body is a certain way,
I'm laughing because that's a Tasha thing.
Don't touch my thermostat, because I will cuss you out and put you out. And now I'm a hostess. I will do whatever. I will cook what I got. I'll wake up to cook you breakfast. I'll make you lunch. I'll make you dinner. If you touch my heat or air, you can get the hell out of my house. That's where I draw the line. And that's why I do not touch my heat and air, and do not drink up my wine. Certain things
I
they
hope
don't
people are
realize.
listening because these are things we don't talk about.
Don't respect the rules of the house.
Respect the rules. Of the
And
house.
if you wake up before me, you do not have to announce it in a home.
Woo!
Ooh.
Do not make an announcement that you're up. The birds are up. We heard them. We don't hear.
In a room.
Hunter is
Quiet.
killing it.
I
Hunter, you
don't
are
see on
killing it.
one.
You
Because
are
we got
killing it.
guests about to come up in here, so I'm
You
on.
killing it. You
Oh.
killing it. This is why I wanted to have this conversation. Kenny, what you got to say on this, my brother? You and Bert.
Well, hell, man, I think the ladies pretty much they pretty much got it. You know, I don't have anything else to add, but I agree with everything what Hannah said and what Tasha said as well. Me personally speaking, I always try to make my visibility there as least. I just try to come in and blend in and follow the rules as a man. That's all. Once I'm gonna ask you the rules and whatever, and believe me, I ain't gonna overstep my boundaries at all. I'm gonna try to stay out the way, and I'm gonna clean up after myself, and I know when it's time to go take my ass home. So that's kind of how I look at it. But Tasha and Hannah, they knocked it out the park with that one, though.
Yes, sir. Bert, what you say, my brother?
Look, there's not too much more that I can add to this, but to tell you the truth, like what Kenny was saying, you know, if I'm coming to your crib, I'm going to ask, you know, is it all right for me to eat here, or where do you want me to eat at? You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to ask you about the shoe situation. Do you need me to leave my shoes right here? And if I do see something where shoes are on a stand, something like that, then I'm more likely I'm just going to go ahead and take my shoes off just to be on the safe side. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Yeah, they come Mean Bird.
Uh-oh.
Don't you come up in here with your funky ass kids and be taking food upstairs and shit. Look,
I know that's right.
Of mine. It's like, and they just let their kids just flow upstairs, and you know what I'm talking about. But they just let their kids flow up there, then I gotta go ahead and regulate and be the mean person. Mean Uncle Bert. No. Keep your ass downstairs, eat at that goddamn table, then take your ass upstairs and have some fun.
Brother,
Hallelujah.
y'all have all killed it. Y'all have all killed it. Brittany says, I'm considered myself a pretty laid back host and guest. Come in, get comfortable, be respectful. I love that,
Be
Brittany,
respectful.
but that got me in trouble.
Me too.
This is not, it ain't even that. Brittany, I'm like you. And that was what's got me in trouble before, because what's going on, Joseph? How you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Joseph?
What
up?
Sometimes you can get in trouble, Brittany, because you are so generous as a host, and you want people to feel comfortable that they take that for granted and overstep the boundaries of it. And I'm gonna give you examples of what I mean. I have a bar sitting over here. It's not for decorations. It's literally there for Tasha and I have a saying: pour your own poison. It's there for you to avail yourself of that. And if I take a bottle, even out from the bottle, and I sit on, I'm not watching you. You can make your own drink. You can drink. You're a grown ass person. You know, you can make as much as you want to drink. And even if I got food, when I'm hosting something, the food is laid out. The plate, everything you need is right there. But to Bert's point, there still is an etiquette. Because if you got children, I'm going to go back again. I got a brand new rug here that I have to sit and watch your kids spill shit on my rug, and you don't say anything when you should be telling them in the first. So, Brittany, I get in trouble. I've gotten in trouble because sometimes you can be too nice and you want people to be too comfortable. And that's what has gotten me in trouble, you know, because my assumption is people are going to think like me. Kenny's my brother for real, because we're the exact same way. When I visit you, there's certain things that have been inbred in me. I never would go in a person's refrigerator, ever. I wouldn't even go in your bedroom.
You ain't never lied.
That too.
You know,
Yeah, I don't do bedrooms.
It's
Don't
no
know what's going
reason for me to go in your bedroom at all. There is no reason for me to go in your bedroom.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what it looks like. There's no reason for me to go in there. When I come in, tell me what room we going for. I'm waiting for you to invite me in. Then I'm going to find my seat. Tasha knows this about me. I'm going to find that seat and I don't move.
That's me.
I'm sitting
me.
there.
That's me.
You know, and if Black, you want to drink? Yeah. When you give me that cup, that's the only cup I'm going to have all night.
Straight up.
That's it.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Not multiple cups.
Yeah.
And in fact, sometimes as I'm drinking and I'm getting low, when I see you going to the kitchen, if I want another drink, I'll say, excuse me, can you give me some ice? Because I don't want to be fumbling around in your kitchen. You know? And so like Kenny, I want my footprint to be as small as possible and blend in and be a good guest. And I ain't all over the place. And when it's time for me to use the restroom, can I use your restroom?
There you go.
When I go in there, we're gonna get to the cleanliness part too. But again, go ahead, Tasha.
Hold on, because I want to interject on this restroom thing. I want to interject because Black and I have had this conversation.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
When you go in my bathroom, do not be going through my drawers, my medicine cabinet and shit. Go do your business and come up out of there. Stop going through shit.
Do people really do that though?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Wow.
Victoria says my bedroom is off limits, period. And absolutely. How many of you are not aware that when people go in your bathroom, they are snooping around?
Yes.
Can I tell y'all one thing?
Go ahead.
I thought this was like a made up thing. So our downstairs bathroom, I'm weird. So I keep our toilet paper in a gift bag downstairs.
Okay.
Someone literally lifted up and was like, I didn't realize you had toilet paper all the way through. Why are you inside the bag inside the bathroom? I'm like, what else? If you saw toilet paper on top, why would you have to dig through to see that there was tissue the whole way through the bag? I was like, who does that?
Thank
you. But
you.
then I realized that people really do that.
They really, really do. I'm gonna read a couple of comments. Joseph got a few comments in here. Joseph says, was on a flight a few days ago, and the kids in front of us were all up over the headrest, and mom wouldn't say anything. Basically, having over, I don't know what the other thoughts are. He says, I keep my kids in check and will grab them up if I have to say they don't fuck with someone. Absolutely. So Joseph, we talked about that, keeping your kids in check, Brittany says, y'all holiday gatherings seem prim and proper. My family is far from that. I promise you. Well, Brittany, I'm being so serious about this, sweetheart. That term you will never be able to apply to anything I ever have is prim and proper. Tasha vouch for me. I am the most laid back. I want you, and let me tell you why, Brittany. Let me tell you why. I grew up in a household with Eloise Young, the meanest woman alive.
Stop saying that.
She is. Your mom. I love her to death. I love my mom to death. My mom was 87, and she's meaner now than when we was growing up with her. Meaner now. And my mom has simple rules where when company came over, they can only sit in the living room. We had to get up and make our beds. Our routine in a nutshell: you wake up in the morning, you open up the window to air the whole apartment out, you make your bed, and you don't go back in your bedroom until it's time to go to bed. No doors are closed because Eloise Young owned all doors, sockets, light, water, gas in that apartment. You don't own shit. So you don't get to go back in the bedroom. So ain't no sitting on the beds, ain't no company in the bedroom. If you did have company, they have to sit in the living room in front of her. Ain't no walking in and out. If you need to you can't get up and just walk into no room in Eloise Young's house. No, ma'am, no, sir. I made a vow as a kid that I wanted to make company feel welcome. And I've gone out of my way in over 40 years to make people feel comfortable. I had my first house when I was 17 years old. And I want people to feel so comfortable, and that's part of the problem. I want you to have to think that you don't have to go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? I got food. I got liquor. I got cover now. We're not talking about the bitches. I'm talking about friends. But I want you to be comfortable to I'm not funny about food or nothing like that. So that's not prim and proper, but there's still an expectation of respect for my shit, respect for my things, and that's what we're talking about. And so what Tasha's talking about, like I said, going in the bathroom, if you don't know, be cognizant of what's in your bathroom because people look through your shit.
Yes.
They will open cabinets and look
That's
and
crazy.
see shit. Bruh, they really will. So like even in my medicine cabinet right now, I have the basic medicine shit in there. So if you're fascinated by looking at NyQuil and other shit like that, that's fine. But my personal medication, I would never put in the bathroom. Ever. Because I don't want somebody like, what the fuck is gabapentin? What is
Right.
what is this
Then
ointment
what the
for?
fuck is this?
Right,
Right.
no, because people they break that etiquette rule.
Nosy as
You
shit.
know,
And then Black, it's tell you the truth, and it's not like we have like Bridgerton over here, like everything is just so like, hey, how are you? And you got your
right,
picture.
right.
Yo, everybody has a good time, but you're not gonna run roughshod in my crib. That ain't gonna happen. That's not what you're gonna do.
No one's here.
Is they not? They're not here yet?
No one's here.
I'm just getting
Right.
ready.
He's talking to somebody.
You
Say
feel
their name.
me?
Call them out.
Right.
Next week, you're yelling now.
All right.
I love it, but that's why I
Can
want
I
to do
say
this
one
topic
thing?
to bring this up because it's going to happen. Go ahead, sweetheart.
So we're speaking about. I have to get on myself. I have to realize too, and this is a opposite of what we're seeing in other people's home. I have to personally realize that when I'm in someone else's home, I am not a hostess, and I do have to turn it off.
Okay. Okay.
I will be like, you want something to drink? You want something like, girl, this is not your home. You can't be making other people's drinking food. So I personally, sometimes that's a sign of disrespect. I realize that now to someone else. So
Right.
that's another rule too that I learned. I can't be now. I'm gonna make Burt food, whatever, because this is my business. So that's different. But anything else, I have to realize, like, why are you making this person? Why are you asking somebody in somebody else's home? So that's a rule too. I think can be incorporated. And I'm talking about me personally.
Right. My niece says even if a family or friend tells you not to ask to get something or open something, still ask and make sure it's okay. She talking about me,
Right.
y'all.
I respect that.
She talking about me, y'all, and I love her. That's my baby. That's my
respect that.
favorite.
Right. You still ask. I
niece.
agree with that.
She's talking.
Yeah.
She's talking because here's what she's talking about. Before they ever arrived here, I said, "Look, let's get some shit clear for you and sis. Whatever you see in here, you can have. You can open. You don't have to ask." But she asked every single freaking time.
Yeah, she should. That's right.
As she should.
And I love her for that.
Yeah.
But that's what she's talking about me because she would say, you know, Uncle, can I have this? And I'd give her that look like, really? No, I have to ask. I told you, can I? That's what she's talking about. But I love her for that because that's instilled in her character that it's my uncle's place, and I'm still not going to open cabinets and open shit and
That's
go
right.
and I'm going to ask. And I love her to death for that because that's who she is.
Well,
Toria
teach my
says-
sisters.
Toria says, yes, Brittany, people are nosy and they stoop in the bathroom. They really do.
Yes.
Joseph says, I usually offer my help if I'm invited somewhere. I help clean up the table, etc., which is rule number 5, helping to wash the dishes. And I'm going to extend that it's beyond just dishes because you're right, Joseph, whether it's dishes or cleaning up or whatever, because Kenny touched on that earlier, you know. And Toria says, Dreamy, that is nice. My niece is so respectful. She's so respectful that there is nothing that I wouldn't do for her.
Oh, that's what's up.
Nothing.
I pretty much figured that out. That's what's up, though.
Oh, that's a softer Black. That's what I'm talking about. Big old
There's
softy.
absolutely, and when it comes to people I love, okay, and even as I am, because I'm gonna say that about this one up here, right here. I talk a lot of shit about that one right there, but Mick Mac, there is nothing that I wouldn't do for Mick Mac.
Oh, I know that too.
Yeah.
That's why I don't ask. I just take. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
And the nature of our
I love
friendship.
it.
is so respectful because through all we check each other like a mother. But that one right there, if I'm in trouble, that one right there, I can call. She got me. She got me. Tasha got me all the way. And we check each other because it's out of love.
Yeah.
When I'm drinking the wrong shit and eating the wrong shit, that's who tells me, all right, damn it, when your ass is hurting, blah, blah,
Don't
blah,
call
blah.
me.
But
Don't
guess
tell me.
what?
They calling me. Yeah.
Let 'em
They
know.
still call her
Right.
ass, and she
Right.
still answers
Right.
and still is there always as a friend, even though I've done the wrong thing, because she got me like that. And that's because if I'm your friend, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you for real. You know what I'm saying? My baby says, likewise, Uncle, I love you. She already know. That's my baby right there. Brittany says, if I offer to help with dishes, fine. But my ex's mom, first time meeting her, she said, baby, get in here and do these dishes. I never went back.
Oh, damn.
What?
What? Get your
Wow.
ass in here and wash these dishes.
Girl, what? Then that's when I'm leaving.
Brittany, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
That's
I'm making you
different.
can't go back.
That
what?
somebody feel like you ought
that was
to,
the first time.
that's different.
Right.
So I'm with you, Brittany, on that.
Right.
Get up in here.
I have two more that probably are not on that list that I think should be added to that list. One of them, don't come over and ask for shit to take with you. Don't come over and because you see stuff in my house. Can I have it? No, I bought the shit for me. Why would I just give it to you? Don't do that. Also, with food, do not come over here and initially go making to-go plates and then think you're going to sit down and eat too. No, eat that shit you just made, and then if there's any left over, maybe.
Tasha,
but eat that shit first.
Thank you for bringing those two up. Thank you for bringing those two up. My family has joined. That's my brother. That's my big brother Gene, y'all. That's my big brother Gene. What's up?
Tasha, you hitting nerves.
That's my big brother Gene, y'all. Tasha,
what's
you
up,
are
big brother?
right. It being that it's holiday time, Tasha, say that shit again about making. That's my mama, y'all.
Hey, mama.
Hey.
Eloise. Mama
Mommy,
Eloise. What's up?
Mommy,
What up?
You talking trash.
That's my mommy, yo.
Popped up on you.
That's my mommy, yo, y'all. Y'all get this. I'm a mute you because of the background noise.
Yeah, the
Tasha,
feedback,
say that
bad
again,
feedback,
though.
yeah.
But Tasha, say that again because this week it's going to happen. All of the food and people are going to come over. Please repeat that. Repeat that, Tasha. But before you do that, Mom, she said, "Hello, Miss Eloise Young." That's Eloise Young. Yes, that is Mom right there. Tori says, it has been clear to me day one, you and Tasha are ride or die friends for life. I know this because you both would check each other. Friends should be able to call you out on your shit. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Tasha, please repeat those two, though.
I'm going to repeat that. When you go to someone's house, do not ask, can you have anything from their house? Decorative items, jewelry, perfume, dish, anything. Stop asking. That is so tacky. No, you cannot have it. If I wanted you to have it, I would offer it to you. Don't ask. With the food, stop coming over making to-go plates before the dinner even gets started. Eat first, and then if there is food left over and the host says make your to-go plates, then make the to-go plates.
Because that's going to happen, folks.
Can I add one thing?
Sure. Before you go, Joseph says Jamaicans hide the fish at cookouts because people are always taking some to go and then want to eat after packing the go place. That is universal. Go ahead, Miss Hannah.
That is, that's definitely universal.
Do not make your to-go plate before everybody has ate. Sit your ass down and wait. Part and two. If your kids eat first in your house, that's your house. You respect the person's house because everybody's house kids don't eat first.
Absolutely.
Man.
Oh,
Dreamy,
oh yeah.
Dreamy, we already covered this one. She
Hey,
said,
that's a
"Don't
good
bring
one
a
though.
bottle of liquor and take the rest of it on your way
Thank you.
I agree with
Done.
that. You leave that shit. That's for the house. You
Thank
leave
you.
that
That's for
shit
the
at the
house.
house. Don't take
Thank
that
For the
shit.
house.
And
Yeah,
listen,
that's
one last thing can
tacky too.
I add?
Sure.
Do not ask the person that cook how they made this so that you can make it the next day. It's none of your business. It's their recipe. Do not be in their business.
Wow.
Oh, how you make this? I want to make it. You're not going to make it the same because we're not the same person. So stop asking people for their shit when you don't know how to cook like they do, because you're not going to make it the same. And then when you fuck it up, you're going to come around and ask people, oh, and then come out the same, because you're not the same person.
And I'm the
I
mean
don't
one.
know whose auntie done pissed Hannah off, but stop
Hey,
doing that.
Somebody.
Hannah
Yeah.
on one. Hannah's on one
So
tonight.
stop
Hannah
asking
is
for
on one
recipes and you
tonight.
fucking them up.
Hannah, you are on one tonight. And I get it because that's coming from a chef. So this is an etiquette that you just taught me to don't do. Not that I did it, but thank you.
But
Thank
the
you
thing
for
is,
sharing it.
sharing is different. Like if you're asking people ask for two different things. They'll ask to want to know, or they'll ask to criticize. You could tell the difference. And I've learned, if you
Right.
genuinely want to know, I will give. Like, y'all told me to stop sharing recipes because I will.
Right.
But don't ask to criticize, because you criticizing, but your plate is clean and you got seconds.
So I love what you're saying. So there's a difference between, man, that was good, you got to give me the recipe, to what you put in that. How did you make that?
Love, you don't
There's
have
a
it.
there's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay.
Sis, did you want to add anything? You came a little bit late. We've been talking about etiquette, holiday etiquette. I guess they just listened. But man, we covered the gamut there. The other two that we didn't get to, where they were already incorporated into what we talked about. One was offer to pay for a meal. We talked about that a little bit earlier, and not necessarily pay for a meal, but just contribute. Just contribute, whatever that looks like. Leave your space cleaner than before. We've talked about that. And the last one, I think, is what will take us home. How important is to make sure to say thank you?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Very important.
That don't even need to like expound on that. Just
Right.
say thank you.
That's it. That's it.
Ooh, I had one that might not be on the list.
Please.
If you're invited, you are invited. If you decide to bring a guest, you need to inform the hostess.
Woo.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
And that
Absolutely.
includes extra kids too, not just a date, a child, a mother,
Absolutely.
a father, any type of guest. That's so important.
I really like that one, because if I invite you, I'm expecting you. Tell me if you're bringing a friend, and tell me if you don't show up and I had to bring my kids. Like you said, Tasha, it might not be a thing where kids are supposed to be there. Now I've got to change my whole. We got to watch how we talk and this and that. So don't bring your monsters if they wasn't expected to be there.
Out the monsters.
Amen.
And then to say thank you thing. That situation I'll tell you about, I never got a thank you.
What?
And that was offensive, because the message just sent is I was supposed to do this.
What?
And that offends me. But what makes it even worse is I haven't gotten a thank you yet.
He got unfriended.
I got what I
And
got.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it. The next time your ass gets evicted, bitch, don't call nobody.
Straight.
Just go to a shelter. Don't call nobody, because you're ungrateful. If this message reaches her, you're an ungrateful bitch.
And it truly is what it is, because I would have respected it 1,000 times more if you would have said, "Thanks, motherfucker."
Yeah, right?
Right.
Thank you, dog. Thank you, cat. Something shit.
And you came with extra bodies.
And you got my place smelling like
This and that. Yep.
Oh wait, she was dirty.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
All
indeed,
right.
y'all.
Dirty
So-
and ungrateful. Ooh.
If people don't get anything else from this show, just always have in the back of your mind, anytime you visit somebody, Martin's words: respect my place.
That's
Respect
right.
my place.
Respect my place.
Respect my place. Dreamy, yes.
And don't steal my shit, like Tasha said. Don't steal my
Hey.
shit.
You done at my place. Say thank you, motherfucker.
Not motherfucker.
The
Oh, my bad.
motherfucker. I would take the motherfucker. Yes, I
And,
would.
and- yeah, and if you have to take a dump, make sure you flush twice.
Oh,
there
my
you go.
God.
Down
Oh, my-
one, drown one,
Tasha-
and with a courtesy like
Tasha taught me
courtesy
this.
flight.
Tasha taught me this, and so I learned this only in the last couple of years because I am famous. Look, if I gotta go, I gotta go, and my shit smell like two grown men. But but now I do clean up after myself, and in my bathroom I have good old fashioned matches and stuff and everything. But when you live alone, you kind of get comfortable because ain't nothing like a shit. Shit is my me time. I shit with the door open. I have Alexa playing music while I'm shit. It's a whole thing with me taking it. Me and my shit is important, just so you know. But Tasha taught me something that I use to this day. She taught, and it's simple to remember, and so I'm gonna pass this on. Down one, drown one.
There
Yeah.
it is.
And the logic in that is so beautiful that before you let that turd sit around and fester and get too comfortable, drown that bitch.
Hey, do y'all
And
have
all
the
the courtesy flight.
y'all have that poop spray that you spray in the toilet?
Oh yeah, the
So I
poopery.
need,
Yeah.
so I need to
I
get me
have-
some of that too. But when you live alone, so that is truly, don't nobody want to come behind you and smell your shit, And so absolutely, come on, Todd. Come on, Hannah.
If you see wipes in there, please use them. However, all wipes don't go in everybody's toilet, so be respectful.
Right.
You might have to wrap them up in some toilet tissue and put them in the damn trash can.
Oh,
Because the last thing you want to do is go to the bathroom and clog somebody else's shit up.
Exactly. Real talk. Yeah. Real talk.
But please use the wipes. Use everything in the bathroom: spray, wipes, air freshener, candles, every plunger if you need.
My bathroom
But also, if you
has
have
this.
guests, have that stuff available. Because you can't expect your guests to abide by something if you don't have it available to them.
Okay, that's what you went right where I was going. In my bathroom, not only do I have a candle, I have disinfectant spray, and I have the switch, the fan. None of those were used. So when I have to come behind you and smell your shit, and you didn't use none of the three things I had in there to mitigate your funk, I have a problem with that.
Wait, a lady let you smell them funky?
You heard right.
His bathroom smelled like a gym. His bathroom smelled like a
smelled like a
gym.
gym. It really did.
Because they be letting out demons.
Man, and in this case, Bert, more ways than one, So
A woman?
I think I had to exercise my house, but okay. Miss Toria says, "Oh my God, that happened to me a few years ago. I had a retirement party for my husband with no kids allowed. Someone came with an uninvited guest and a kid as well with them, and I said something about it. Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Good for you." My hubby was like, "It's okay, Toria," and I said, "No, it's not. I said no kids, period, for a reason. Do not want kids around while there is drinking, and
That's
and
right.
that's absolutely appropriate. There's a time, and if you do have kids and you at a function this year, folks, another good etiquette to remember. There is a time. It should come a time when even if you do have your children in that, and it's okay, there's a time for them to go to bed.
Yes.
There's a time. So if the kids are there, and if it gets to be a certain hour, but no adults want to be at a dinner, and it's okay early in the day when you're watching football and you're eating and everything. But when it starts getting to be 9, 10 o'clock,
take your ass to sleep.
Yeah, now grown folks want to be up to talk shit, play music. They might want to suck and fuck or something.
Man.
And don't tell someone to control their language in their own home when your child shouldn't be there.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Thank
true
you.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting ready to go around the dais because we are going to be out all of next week. Everybody know that Thanksgiving is Thursday, so we are not certainly not going to do a Wednesday show because I would imagine if you aren't cooking, you're going to be getting off work that day and preparing to get in that mood. So, and then of course, it's going to transition into the week where most of us are going to have a long holiday weekend, still dealing with family, recuperating from that big meal under our bellies and all those good things. So we're going to be gone for a week. So I want to give my folks, my family, a chance to kind of say, what are you going to be? One thing you're going to be thankful for this week. One thing you're thankful for, and I'm gonna start. Big head sis, can you hear me? Sherry? I guess not. She's just an observer today. So we'll start with one thing. Let me see. Did she hear me? Sis, did you hear me?
She's looking now.
Can you hear me?
I hear.
We can't hear you, sis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can't hear. Yeah, we can't hear her. She talking.
Say something, Sherry. Say something.
Can't hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I just said cooking.
sis, I'm thankful for you, but we're gonna say one thing that you're thankful for this year. It's been a tough year. We're coming towards the end of the year. God willing, knock on wood, all of us, if we make it to Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate or not, what is one thing you're thankful for as we head into the end of this year? Anybody can begin.
I'll say this. I am thankful for just overcoming. Because we've been through a lot this year, and to just be able to sit here and smile towards the end of the year, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful. I'm really just thankful for being overcoming every obstacle that we have went through this year.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna do girl, boy, girl, boy.
Okay.
Brother Kenny, let me start with you. What's one thing you're thankful for as we get ready to close out, head into the holiday season?
I'm thankful for my children and my granddaughter because the last 6 months has been a difficult one for all of us because of the loss of my ex-wife and the loss of their mother. So this will be the first holiday that we together. But so it's funny, God works in mysterious ways because it's been a difficult 2 years for me anyway. But I was just able to be here with my children. So I'm thankful to be here with my children and my grandchildren on Thanksgiving. That's real talk.
Bravo, my brother. Bravo, my brother. All right. Let me see if Sherry's ready to rock. Sis, can you hear? Sis? No, sis. Tasha, what's one thing you're thankful for as we head into the holiday season?
The growth that I've experienced, like internally, like this year for me, just like all the different changes I've gone through and like where I am now and where I started from the beginning of the year, just the growth that I've
I
experienced.
love that. I love that. And I want to remind people of something. When we did our first show in January, I want to, why that's important to hear her say that. Tasha said to the family, she said, this year I'm going to date myself.
No,
I
that
don't know
was
if y'all-
last year. That was
So-
last year.
I thought you said this year you was dating yourself.
No, we broke up.
What?
What? Well, damn.
Broke up.
Okay.
I'm sick of me.
Okay.
I
I
need
love it.
somebody
I
else
love
to.
Okay.
I
I
am
love
sick
it.
of me.
Before I get to you, Brother Bert, Joseph says, I'm thankful I'm still alive. I get to keep pushing.
Amen.
That's
Keep
it.
Yes, sir.
pushing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Miss
Yes,
Toria
sir.
says, I am thankful for all of the TFG family. It's been such a blessing to meet all of you. I love this show and everyone on this panel and the TFG Tonight panel and Lamar Falk, each one of you. I am grateful. We love
Thank
you,
you.
Miss
We
Toria.
love you, Miss
That's why I
Tori.
call you the super fan.
Oh, that was
She the super
We
fan.
love
She
you.
supports every show,
That's
and we
right.
appreciate
That's
you.
amazing. I love
She's the
Absolutely.
best.
Absolutely. So thank you. You're beautiful.
Yeah,
Just
you're
your
beautiful
spirit.
too, as
Love
well.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brother Bert. What are you thankful for?
Everybody brought up. I agree with what everybody said. Life, perseverance. But to tell you the truth, I'm thankful for my other half. It's I don't mean to be sentimental.
Oh, that's what's up, brother.
Right.
I feel you.
Wow.
Hey, man, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful
Wow.
moment.
Wow.
That's enough said right there.
Wow.
Beautiful
Enough said
moment.
right there.
You got
It's
me.
been a
You
lot.
got me crying, my brother. You got me
It's been
crying,
a
bro.
lot,
Beautiful moment.
and I didn't say anything to anybody, but
Beautiful moment.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
no, no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no,
beautiful
no,
moment.
She been holding me up for
brother.
real. With my health, everything, and she been
Beautiful
there.
moment.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If
So
if anybody don't know why, this is my favorite couple on this earth.
Beautiful
You,
moment.
this is why y'all my favorite couple on this freaking earth. My sister says I'm thankful for still having my mama.
That's a
Yes, yes,
blessing.
ma'am.
That's a
Eloise Young
blessing.
is 87 and going strong, fussing and cussing us out, and we wouldn't have it no other way. And Joseph said, no need to apologize, which brings me to what I'm thankful for. I've never been more thankful for friends and family in my entire life. I'm coming up on 55 years of age. And it's weird to me because family and friends have become more important to me than I ever thought they would. My family personally is in the best place. I'm crying, y'all. Like, Bert, you got us all crying over here for
I'm
real,
sorry.
man. No, I love it. But my family is in the best. We're in the best position we've ever been to each other. This has been a year for us to where we have fought through all of our differences and come together for one common cause to care for our mother. And in the process, we become friends. My family has become friends. And when y'all just saw my big brother come on the camera, I don't even know if y'all know what that means that my brother is watching me do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to know I have family out there, parents, and I got cousins. I told Tasha this, some that I haven't seen in 40 years that watch this show and have come to know me through this show. And then for you guys, Kenny, when I say you my brother, you and Bert, y'all think I'm using that word arbitrarily, but I'm not. My God, Jehovah, for has sustained me in a way I lost Al and Paul, and I get to have two brothers here that I've come to love in ways y'all have no idea. Y'all my family, man. Hannah, you my family, baby. I love y'all. There, when Bert, what you talking about?
I'm a thug. Y'all got me crying.
Bert,
Right. Me too.
Bert.
My God.
Yeah.
So I
Me
gotta
I'm
say
so
too.
this.
sorry,
So
guys.
I'm sorry, but this is how we ended it. But on a
I
happy
gotta
note, I
say
hope.
something too.
But Bert, I don't. We as men, we're taught not to complain and talk about shit we going through. So that woman up there, Tasha, knows some days when I limp to do this show because I'm in pain. But when I see y'all face, it makes my day. And I get to carry that with me. And so my brother, fuck apology. I love you. I love all of y'all in ways y'all have no idea because y'all keep me going in so many ways. So I am thankful for family and friends. And I lost what I thought was a friend. But like I said, it wasn't built on the right foundation. And I'm just grateful to have you guys. And we've been doing this thing for a few years. God is good. God is good. Kenny, I'm coming to you.
Yeah,
Come to you, my
yeah.
brother.
The
Come on, my
spirit
brother.
just told me I really want to tell each one of you individually right now because I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. I want to say starting off with Ghost with Brother Bert. I, I love you. I love you, dog. It's something about your realness that even though we've only met virtually, I feel like that I've met you in person, and you're a real one. And I love you, bro, and I appreciate you. Miss Hannah, with your cooking self. I love you too. With your you bad on the burners, and you got a skill and you got a mindset that you giving love to people. Do not sleep on your gifts. Continue to water that and put it out there, however it may be. So, and I love y'all as a couple. Y'all give me hope. Y'all the definition of black love, and we need more examples
Yes,
of your relationship in the presence. And I appreciate you guys coming on every day. I got to tell you that. I want to tell you that, Miss Tasha. I love your pimpness, your pimpology. I just love your realness, and you unforgiving, but you keep it funky 110% all the time. And your realness, some people may not take it the right way, but you being you, and that's what I love about you as well. And continue to be you. And I know you're gonna do that. And then last but certainly not least, my Capricorn brother from another mother, man. I can't even say how much you mean to me. We haven't met, but I know we met in spirit. We hadn't met physically. I called you and you didn't hesitate when I called you and I needed something. And you had never met me in your life, but you didn't hesitate to help me. And I appreciate you, brother, and I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Same
And
here.
I truly believe that you need to give people their flowers while they're alive, because again, we're not guaranteed. I've lost so much, guys, in the last 5 years. I've lost a lot of loved ones. So I don't throw this love word around. When I say it, I mean it, and I want to give it to the people that I have a relationship with. So I ain't trying to make nobody cry, but I just feel like that the spirit led me to say this, because I'm not guaranteed to see tomorrow. So I want you
Absolutely.
guys to know that coming on this show really does me well. It's been therapy for me because I've been dealing with a lot of loss, So I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are some beautiful black people, and I love you
We feel the
guys.
same towards
And
you, brother.
I wish you many, many more peace and blessings in these holiday
Same to you,
season.
brother.
So,
I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna close out by sharing some comments. So just know that we'll be back in a week, but we are part of a TFG family, guys. Anybody watching this live, or if you come and watch this afterwards, this is the real deal. TFG, the family itself, this is what they're about. That's why I'm proud to even state that name, that this show is a part of that, because even the other shows, they're real people. They give a care about each other. I can't tell you how, when I've gone through some things, that Brenton and Lamar and Brittany and Shantae, they sent flowers to my home because my mother was in the hospital. This is not fake shit, y'all. This is real shit. So TFG is the real deal. Subscribe. But I want to close out by sharing some comments. Joseph says, this is the second time I have tears in my eyes from this show. Victoria says, I just love them. It's so nice watching them grow as a couple. May God continue to bless them for you both.
Thank you.
yeah, for sure.
My baby
Yeah.
niece says, thankful for my mother and uncle, my support system in a bundle. We got you, baby. We got you, I promise. Joseph said, this is what it looks like when thugs cry for all the ones watching. That's right. But it's called real talk for real men. And that's why I got so many comments. I'm like, this is how I want to end it, y'all. Toria says, have a wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving to you all. You will be in my heart and prayers. Love you all. I feel like that, Kenny. The love is real, no matter virtue. That's right. That's my brother for real, for real. That is why this show is called Real Talk. All the love is real. That's what I'm talking about. This is some all-American type friendships on here. I'm loving it. Absolutely. And my sis says, we love you all from New York. That's how
Love you back,
that's how
Sherry.
I want
Love
to
you
end
back.
it.
Love you too,
So
Sherry.
everybody, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great week. And look, we all just phone calls away. You need us, call us. We're here. And I will be checking on my fam, trust and believe, as we go through the week. Peace out. Keep it real. Much love to the fam.